So the big question I want to address today is, can a small but growing community like this make a difference? Can we change anything at all? Or are we all doomed? And is this a kind of mildly entertaining way to go down, like the band on the Titanic? Well, after leading communities like this for 12 years now, I have, as you might expect, a few things to say. Hello, I'm Andrew Morris, and this is 700 Days to Live, your passport to curiosity, big ideas, and global citizenship in a world that won't stop changing. Number one is that it can most definitely make a difference in the lives of individuals within our community. I have reams of feedback to show that. People who've reached out, often surprisingly so, as they're not vocal on a daily basis, to say how this or that post affected them, or how being in a safe group is in itself a welcome and crucial addition to their lives. So that's a great start. The second benefit is on the community level. I think we all have questions we want to ask but don't dare. And creating a space where people can engage in open dialogue with an open mind is a rarity these days, in an age where people get flamed and where even death threats are a regular part of online discourse. All we need to do if we want a dystopian vision of where that can lead to is to look across the pond to the land of the free. But we're not immune to it in Europe either, and I imagine every other continent. Just about any debate on any issue of substance can quickly descend into toxicity. My job here is to set a tone and yet also to be part of the debate. Essentially like a good teacher in an adult class. I want to prod, to probe and to learn, while at the same time respecting the people behind the comments. I want to be proved wrong, or at least to have my views modified and therefore to grow. There's no point simply looking to any group to confirm my own opinions. I can get AI to do that at any time. By opening up and being vulnerable, and by giving the floor to anybody who wants to speak, we are already creating that space. And safe spaces are not for snowflakes. Safe spaces are more courageous places than gladiatorial online arenas where people just scream at each other. In a safe space, you have to listen, to confront your own blind spots, and to learn. Okay, I hear you cry, but that's nice for the 400 people who are here. What about the other 8 billion? Well, many global movements, from civil rights to environmental change, have begun with a handful of committed, open-minded people who inspired and organized others. I'm always mindful of Margaret Mead's famous quote, "Never doubt that a small group of thoughtful, committed citizens can change the world." Indeed, it's the only thing that ever has. I genuinely feel saddened that the most powerful technology the world's ever known is being so misused. And when I get up each morning and begin to put finger to keyboard, I'm doing it for a whole bunch of reasons. On the smallest, most individual level, it's fun. It's a journal shared with others, an expression of the way I see the world at the grand old age of 61. My own dad wrote a piece every day of his 70th year reflecting back on his life, and this is the same, only a few years earlier. On the group level, it is to give people a chance to be curious, to explore and discover, and to engage with those of different ages, genders, and cultures, and genuinely to create the conditions for learning in the deepest sense. And as for the world beyond our confines, who knows? I'd like one day for this community to grow to 10 or 100 times this size. But time will tell. Let's hope I run out of time before I run out of money, rather than the other way around. Because in this age of loneliness, in which connectivity triumphs over connection, I'd like to make a small effort to restoring the balance. My gamble is that there's a need for that out there, a crying need. But of course, as in all things, I may be completely wrong. It wouldn't be the first time. It's thought to have been the Oxford University economist Max Roser who came up with the phrase global pessimist, local optimist, and it's certainly one that resonates with me. While rich white men ravage the globe, I do feel a sense of individual agency and the ability to make an impact. I hope we all do. The headlines may tell a consistent story of doom and gloom, but we're here to cultivate our garden, and that starts with ourselves, then our community. If we can make this work, there's a chance, just a chance, that it might take off and provide more light than heat. For my part, I'll keep on going until I'm proved wrong, and that's a promise. You know, I really enjoy sharing these insights with you. I've been around the world a few times, both literally and metaphorically, and now I'm inviting all of you to explore it with me as part of a global community with no age, ethnicity, gender, sexuality, or culture barriers. Join the journey to a world without borders at 700 Days to Live on social media and at 700daystolive.com. And if you want the inside scoop, sign up to our circle group either in the bio below or in the comments. And talking of comments, I'd love to hear what you have to say or if you have a similar journey to share.